politicians or other people involved in the policy world and what attitude they could take. And one of the things I thought about is that perhaps one outcome will be just a regime breakdown. That what's been proposed is quite unprecedented. We can't see any existing model of democracy that's functioning well being like this. And it's entirely dependent on one person. So you could say that if these crises continue, and there is an element of desperation in the tactics that are being used to mobilize people behind these changes, like no matter how powerful state power is under the AK party, the polls don't indicate a clear-cut majority in favor of the change. So the amount of opposition is still quite strong despite the restrictions on opposition. So that is one possibility. And then I have a kind of hunch that even if the referendum is accepted, will the parliamentary tradition just disappear in Turkey because we've had these referendums? It might be that actually there will be a drift towards a presidential system, but over time, when the party politics changes, Turkey will go back to its older parliamentary traditions, and that would be an outcome if particularly this particular set of proposals doesn't produce solutions to these crises. So I agree with you that it's actually a high stakes endeavour in a country that has multiple crises, and I don't see any solution to those crises under this system, because a lot of the tactics that are being used to legitimize these changes are divide and rule. That basically it's about internal enemies and terrorists and external enemies, and this is a way of mobilizing that support, but it's not taking them very far beyond the 50%. So it's a high stakes gamble, it seems to me.